If you're a budding photographer like me and you don't remember what you were going to say in a YouTube video, you just stand there and smile. If you're a budding photographer, Instagram can be the best place to really show off your stuff and get your name out there. So here's 5 tips to help boost your gram game. Tip number 1, buy a follow bot. Tip number 2, okay, that was a joke. Do not be a botter. They can ruin your reputation and they hardly ever give you activity from real people. If you're on Instagram just for the numbers, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Tip number 1, stick to a theme. Themes add this kind of consistency and cohesiveness to your profile. They also help you develop your style and help your work become more recognizable. Themes can be anything from what I do, which is putting the same filter on every photo. That's the most simple way to add a theme. Of course, the phone rings as I'm filming a video. So yeah, themes can be anything as simple as just putting the same filter on every photo. That'll help add the color scheme. It could be just photographing something of the same color, or same framing, or just the same subject. I follow many accounts that all they post are just cars. There's also accounts where they do tabletop photography, where it's just stuff laid out on the table. So it doesn't have to be just every filter. It could also be landscapes, anything really, as long as it's consistent and it kind of adds this flow to your profile. And this kind of leads right into the second tip, which is adding variety. Don't be afraid to experiment. You shouldn't let your theme kind of hold you in these bounds of creativity, like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, it'll ruin the theme. Just, take a risk, see how it works. If you don't like it, you can always go back or just delete the pictures. Some people stick to themes for as long as they want until they get bored. Some people switch themes every month, every week. I mean, you could switch themes on the daily if you really want to. Variety doesn't stop at just switching up themes. You could also change how you shoot. What am I saying? You can also utilize a lot of what Instagram gives to you. I see a lot of photographers using the swipe feature for panoramas. That's what I've kind of been doing lately. You could also upload different parts of your picture so that they align perfectly into like this mosaic effect, so that you can see really the full resolution and get the bigger picture when you're on their profile. Tip number 3, add tags to your captions. I get a lot of scrutiny for this, but it's mainly because people don't really know how effective they are. Tags are a perfect way to really get your work out there and get them beyond your profile so that your photos are more accessible to people. Here's the trick to making those work though, is to make sure they're relevant to the specific photo. I always make sure to add specific tags to the photo to really make it that much better. If you take a picture of a landscape and you have a bunch of tags for like portrait photography, that really doesn't make sense. Tip number 4 is take advantage of your stories. Really spice up your stories. A lot of photographers on Instagram like to do the effect where you see the before and the after, and that gives your followers a chance to see exactly what you did to that photo. So I always appreciate it when they do that. I like doing it myself because it's just cool to see what you did to your photos. Another feature on stories is the polls, and that's a really great way to get some insight from your followers directly and allow them the chance to provide some opinion on your work and just to get the general consensus of who's following you and what they want. And most of the times, following along the lines of what they want will reap the best results, because it shows that you not only care about your audience, but you're listening to them and taking into account what they have to say. Stories are really just the gray area on Instagram, and they can be utilized in any different way. It's just up to you and what you want to use that space for. Number 5 is kind of the most minor tip of them all, but it can really help you get an idea of what you want to shoot. If you're new to the photography world, the save button has helped me many times when I just see a picture I like and I really, really like, and I get these ideas of like, how can I replicate that photo? The save button is a great way to just compile this catalog of images that you like and you can take inspiration from, so you can refer back to later and look at all these and try to emulate that in your own work. Good artist copy, great artist steal. My opinion on that is that as long as the photos from your camera and you do 100% of the work to replicate whatever you're copying, then I'm fine with it. It's when you actually steal the photo and say it's yours, when you have done nothing in the process, that's when it's kind of the problem. Copying other people's work and you put in the work 100%, it's a great way to really get out of your comfort zone and start experimenting with other people's ideas that you haven't really thought of before. I know for a fact that I used Casey Neistat as a way to really start learning editing techniques on YouTube and learning, what works in a video and how to interlace music and time lapses and all that stuff, when I really had no idea what I was doing with vlogging. So yeah, if you don't know where to go in photography, copying others is the best way to go. It's the best way to get started and to put you in action doing things. I don't know what to shoot. Just copy people, and in time you'll be able to create your own style that's unique to you. Right now, real talk. Right now I'm finna copy Peter McKinnon. Dude's killing it right now. How have you not seen him? I'll put his channel link in the description. Also, Hamza Diaz with drone shots. I'm gonna copy the heck out of that dude. That guy's amazing. He's from New York. I'll put his link in the description as well. Also, Andrew James. Dude's killing it right now. I'll put his link in the description below. You should definitely check out those people if you live under a rock. So there you have it. Those are 5 simple tricks to help boost your Instagram page. Give those a try. See how you like them. You don't have to follow all of these. These are just tips that I've taken from other people. Literally, like, stolen these tips from other videos and compiled them into a video to give to you because I'm a great artist. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something in this video and could take something and can apply it to your own Instagram page. If you're not and you don't care, thanks for watching the video anyway. That I really appreciate that. I don't know what motivated you to stay all the way through, but thank you. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you sometime next week.